Mrs. Paula Nichol from Washington, Missouri is our judge this evening.
And I grew up in the St. Louis area, and so I had the pleasure of watching her show her 50 pointer champions. She actually has bred 50 pointer champions under her Sidmar banner. But she's been involved for almost 50 years in the sport, and she is an excellent breeder owner handler who has now become an international judge, and this is her 8th Westminster assignment.
Quite an accomplishment. Yes, Paula's been a great mentor to me in my judging career, judging pointers. She's always been there to answer any questions I had, and she's taught me quite a lot.
A national treasure in Japan, the Akita's proud heritage includes hunting large game. This powerful and dignified dog is renowned for courage and loyalty, but may not be tolerant of other animals. Somewhat aloof towards strangers, they form strong family bonds. The Akita is a highly intelligent and responds best to early socialization and training. This is Akita, number 9.
So, you know, this dog is hailing from Japan, and one of the fascinating things is you can even see it while it's running. Its ears are hooded, so they point forward, which is a very unique characteristic of the breed. And there's another one of the dogs that carries its tail over its back in a curl.
No, that's a cool, very noticeable. And celebrity owners of the Akita, Dan Aykroyd and Drake, just to mention a couple.
I love Kenzo's beautiful coat. Right? You can see the different colors in there. It's just gorgeous.
Let's check in with Jamie Little.
Well, the next dog up, Chris, is the Alaskan Malamute Tice. If you don't recognize him, maybe you'll remember this. Last year, while in the show ring, he just kept talking.
This is Tice, by the way, making all the noise. The Alaskan Malamute, still howling.
And his handler, Cindy, told me he just gets bored and he talks all the time. And I watched her grooming him today, and he just talks. So expect more of that tonight.
Okay. Put him on The Voice. It's a different.
The Alaskan Malamute is the most powerful of the Arctic breeds. With a thick double coat and boundless energy, he originally excelled at pulling heavy loads and now makes an excellent active companion, if the owner is up to it. In 2010, the Malamute became the official state dog of native Alaska. This is Alaskan Malamute, number 7.
So we're going to see a couple Arctic dogs in here, and the Malamute, unlike the Siberian, it worked as a singular dog that pulled a sledge. So it would pull the freight of the family as they had to migrate from different areas. And they could never be too big. And the single most important factor of this dog is the coat. That was its survival mechanism. It had to be off-standing, hard-textured, double-coated to protect the dog from all the elements.
I mean, not yet a best in show, but you know, that signature cap of the head, right, the face with the white and the marking, very impressive.
The Anatolian Shepherd Dog is an ancient breed from Turkey and Asia Minor. A true working dog, bred to be a livestock guardian, he is a highly intelligent, independent, extremely fast and agile. He is also very territorial, so a formal introduction is necessary for strangers. This is Anatolian Shepherd Dog, number 9.
So when he says territorial, that speaks directly to its purpose. This was a perimeter dog, so it would guard a perimeter of properties. It's a great dog to have on your property. If you have encroaching animals or things like that come onto your property, these will protect your property from that.
And this dog, Groot, his name, which of course I
That's
love.
fabulous.
You know, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
but he's in excellent condition. You can see his muscling. You can see that he could do the job he was bred to do.
These Swiss farm dogs of the Mastiff type were early helpers to alpine herders and could be seen pulling their carts to market well into the 1800s. Bernese Mountain Dogs are strong, tricolored dogs with a self-confident nature. They are a versatile breed enjoying many performance activities as well as serving as therapy dogs. This is Bernese Mountain Dog, number 27.
Always a fan favorite.
Yep.
But let's talk about the speed she moves for the dog. It's very important that the judge can see the dog's gait properly. And a nice gait, nice flowing gait for this large dog.
Yeah, interesting gait right there.
But of course, he can move fast when he needs to. Right?
Thank you.
And these were used for draft work, so they would pull carts. also droving as well. They were really utilitarian at the homesteads.
And gait movement you're talking about, obviously.
That's right. The movement of the dog.
The Black Russian Terrier is a large and powerful dog that is highly intelligent and dominant in nature. The breed was developed in Russia in the 1950s for military work. With proper socialization and training, they make excellent companions and excel in obedience and agility competitions. This is Black Russian Terrier, number 8.
Down back just halfway.
As part of the judging, if the dog has to be kind of in step and that type of thing, it can show personality but not get out of line. Is that part of what we're talking about when we say gait?
So the gait's described in the standard, so each breed has a unique style of gait. So we can't just say all dogs walk alike. You know, a Fox Terrier has a pendulum-like gait, so it's like a clock swinging.
A Pekingese
and a Pekingese has a rolling gait, so you'll notice this roll as they walk. Some dogs move parallel, in line with each other. So all the legs are going in specific directions for the standard.
The Burble is a descendant of Mastiffs that first came to South Africa with the founders of the Dutch settlement in 1652. An all-around farm dog and guardian, the Burble is an agile and intelligent breed that is devoted to its family. They are self-assured, fearless, and strong-willed, requiring frequent and ongoing socialization. This is Burble, number 7.
You know, more of the judging, Gail, since it's something both you and Jason have done in this case. I mean, how people distinguish. There's a standard, right? It starts with that, measured against that particular breed.
That's correct. And of course, you know, Paula, for example, knows exactly what the standard is for all of these breeds, and she's judging for if this Burble is as close to that written standard as possible. Now, this dog has won Best of Breed here before. This is his second year, so he's obviously a quality example.
He could weigh as much as 200 pounds.
The boxer is fearless, highly intelligent, and happy. Originally bred to run down and hold wild boar and bear, he is not a dog for the timid and can be protective when called upon. Extremely intuitive, he is always responsive to his owner's moods and is a fine, alert companion dog to any family. This is Boxer, number 21.
Here we have Doc, who is the #1 boxer in Canada, talking about our international entries.
Right. I love the intrigue when these dogs come from other countries, compete against the American dogs that are shown here all the time.
And we are in Queens, New York, and more than 130 different languages are spoken here. Doesn't include the barking, by the way. And we mentioned 13 foreign countries, 49 states represented this year at Westminster, the 147th year of this competition, but the first ever right here.
And the boxer actually was, the first year was entered Westminster was 1914.
4 Best in Show titles for the boxer.
The Bull Mastiff, the original gamekeeper's night dog, was developed to protect English estates from poachers in the latter half of the 19th century. Today's Bull Mastiff is an athletic and agile dog with a sound temperament and body. He is a dependable and loyal family member and still protective of his family's property. This is Bull Mastiff, number 9.
Here we have Wyatt, who is a seizure response service dog for his owner.
And, you know, that's really interesting, and that speaks to the breed, because this breed was a very sensitive breed, and they guarded at night, and they had to be silent. So it makes perfect sense that this dog would sense things more so than seeing and reacting to things.
Yeah, and unlike our howling Alaskan Malamute, they don't bark much. Silence a virtue when guarding estates.
The Cane Corso is a descendant of the ancient Roman Molossian dog that accompanied the legions of their vast campaigns across Europe. After the fall of the Roman Empire, his versatility was put to good use as a livestock guardian and as an invaluable aid in the hunt. His temperament is a unique blend of guardian and companion to the family. This is Cane Corso, number 7.
And with all the dogs that we're seeing here, the handler makes a difference. It's very important that they know how to work that dog and show the dog to the best of their ability. And I think Kathy Musto does a great job with Cane Corso.
Yes, and she's won quite a bit with this dog, and it's such a beautiful representative of the breed.
Yeah, this breed does do some dock diving, among other things.
That has to be tremendous to watch.
Right,
Love to see that.
big splash.
Developed in New Hampshire, the Chinook is truly an American breed. They are highly trainable, intelligent, athletic working dogs that excel in obedience, agility, and therapy work, tracking and lure coursing, and dog-powered sports such as sledding and karting. Above all, the Chinook is cherished as a loving companion, happily going wherever the family ventures. This is Chinook, number 7.
I'm so glad this breed is represented. It's really one of the hidden gems of the sport as well.
Why is that?
Because they're rare, and we don't see them much at dog shows anymore. And I love to see them here because I actually watched this breed being judged a couple weeks ago, and there were 3 different styles, and the breeders taught me the styles are representative of where they work in the line on the sled.
In 2014, the first year entered for this show, the state dog of New Hampshire. This guy's not as
Doberman Pinscher is named for its developer, Louis Doberman. Rottweilers, local sheepdogs, and an old German Pinscher were used to perfect the ultimate police-type dog. Today, because of their innate desire to be of service, Dobermans excel both at therapy work and as service dogs. This is Doberman Pinscher, number 24.
Yeah, the great Louis Doberman story, collecting money, and we've told it before, when it comes to taxes, you bring somebody along who will enforce things.
Now, Chris, one thing you're going to notice looking at this dog, not only is its beauty.
Those ears,
yes. So those ears are cropped, so they do that. They did it for the expression, really, and you know, it really sets the Doberman's wedge head off in quite a beautiful way. And this dog is actually right now the current #1 dog in the United States.
That deserves a wow. Wicked. Could be a Broadway hit.
The Dogo Argentino was developed in Argentina, Cordoba province in the 1920s, was bred to find, chase, and catch dangerous game, such as wild boar, pumas, and other destructive predators. They are athletic and protective of the family and property. This is Dogo Argentino, number 10.
You know, I think when they say it hunts puma, it gives you an idea of the strength, but also the agility. You know, they weren't a cumbersome dog, and you'll see this dog when it walks right now. There's this beautiful elegance to them. They're light on their feet, but they have that strong muscle. I mean, if you have to bring a puma down, you better be as strong as the puma and as fast as the puma. Yeah.
That is a very athletic dog. You can tell.
I just love this breed. I adore this breed.
They're beautiful. They're really
striking.
are.
Yeah, that head shape is a stamp.
That thick neck, of course, is characteristic.
The Dogo is one of the most ancient French breeds. Historically used as a guardian, hunter, and fighter, the breed was prized as a protector. His stocky and athletic build, self-assurance, and serious expression make for an imposing appearance. Gifted for guarding, he is a very good companion and a loyal and affectionate to his master. This is Dogo, number 11.
Folks at home right away, the wrinkled face. And
Chris, you picked up on the single most important attribute of this dog is its head. And if you want to see something, when you go and watch these dogs being judged in the country of origin, they actually measure the head because the circumference of that head is supposed to equal the height from the top of its shoulder blade to the ground.
It's that specific.
It's that massive of a head.
And they're known as big-time droolers.
They can do it a little bit.
A German Pinscher is a multi-purpose breed, originally kept as a stable dog and renowned as a ratter. A dedicated companion and loyal protector of home and family, the German Pinscher is determined and assertive. Obedience training is definitely recommended for these intelligent, energetic, and willing learners. This is German Pinscher, number 9.
This is Ratty being handled by Krista Cook. He's #1. He was #1 in 22, and he's #1 right now. Group winner. 4th generation of German Pinschers, bred by Jill Eastman.
That's great. You know, it's so nice when you see these generational dogs and the people staying with the breed and improving them time after time. And that's, when we breed dogs, we always strive to make them just a little bit better based on the standard.
The giant Schnauzer appeared in Germany in the late 1800s. It was almost certainly a herding dog, but the breed became popular as a guard or watchdog. The miniature Schnauzer, which is shown in the Terrier, and the Standard and Giant, which are shown here in the working group, are 3 distinct breeds. This is Giant Schnauzer, number 9.
Down and back, just halfway.
This is Monty being handled by Katie Bernardin. And he is the son of Ty, you may remember him, who won Reserve Best in Show in 2018. And of course, Katie was Best Junior Handler at Westminster in 2004. So there's a lot of Westminster history right there.
And it's so nice to see, Gail, you and I were junior handlers, and we came up through the sport learning as youngsters.
Right around.
And, it's great when the kids stick with our sport, and they're so important because they're the ones that are going to carry this on for the rest of generations to come.
And she's influencing the next generation.
She's always willing to help the youth.
The Great Dane is a true giant among the large breeds descending from the Irish Wolfhound and Mastiff lines. The breed was developed in Germany some 400 years ago to hunt wild boar. Despite its name, he has no known connection to Denmark. His impressive size, yet friendly and gentle nature, combined to create a first-rate companion. This is Great Dane, number 23.
Just go halfway, please.
The size, and this is your wheelhouse, Jason.
A little bit.
The measurement, and you're talking about how specific. He has to be a certain height, male and female.
They have a minimum, so they have to be above that size, even as a puppy to be shown. So 30 inches and 28 inches.
So 30 for male.
Yep.
Okay, 28 for a female.
And it's so important. If we talk about origins, this came from a Mastiff and primarily Greyhound.
Sorry.
And I mean, look at the character out here.
Yes.
And Great Danes in the working group are notorious characters. They get so excited from the crowd. I love seeing this. It just
awesome.
makes me
I
smile.
love that. All right, Max.
Getting the crowd going already from the sporting group. We've had an English setter advance. What about the working group? Still more to work through. We'll see the St. Bernard coming up if you stay with us live.
Check out the 8th wonder of the world, Great Barrier Eats at Outback. Climb this mountain of blooming cheesiness. Dive into bold new flavours and explore the best of land and sea. Starting at just $16.99. For a limited time, new Great Barrier Eats, only at Outback Steakhouse.
You seriously have got to put your life on the line. One of them will earn the right to be the last cowboy standing. It'll suck the confidence right out of you.
Live a hero, die a legend.
The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is sponsored by Purina Pro Plan. Nutrition that performs. Winston, trying to become the first French Bulldog to win Best in Show, standing by patiently. Jason Hope, Gail Millen-Weischer, Chris Myers, and let's round out this group. Back to our ring announcer, Michael Lefebvre.
Great Pyrenees is an ancient dog of outstanding intelligence and bravery. They guarded the flocks and properties of the Pyrenees mountain shepherds and were the royal court dog of French King Louis XIV. Today they continue to work as livestock guardians and serve as loyal, dignified family companions. This is Great Pyrenees, number 11.
So we talked the other day about the Pyrenean Shepherd, and some of these dogs all work together, and this was a flock guardian, and he would blend in, as you can see from the coat color. And when predators came to attack the flock, this breed would spring into action and surprise the predator because they blended in so well, and they worked with that Pyrenean Shepherd.
Crowd favorite here, and they've been in movies like Dumb and Dumber and in TV shows like King of Queens.
The Greater Swiss Mountain Dog is descended from ancient Mastiffs brought into the heart of Europe by the Roman legions. The breed was a draft and drover as well as a guardian of the farm. These smooth-coated tricolor giants are calm and loyal and are easily trained by skilled owners. This is Greater Swiss Mountain Dog, number 7.
This is Clooney being handled by Amanda Shea. He's a multiple group winner, multi-best in specialty winner.
These are very active dogs, which I remind you, if you have a dog, if you're with your dog or around a dog and you yawn, they pick that up. That often calms them. But a dog like this will keep you from yawning, Jason, even when I'm talking.
I think he's pretty alert tonight.
I don't think you're making anybody yawn tonight, Chris. Come on now. Give yourself some credit. You're doing great.
Look at Clooney. I love it. He is.
Clooney's clearly not yawning.
He's wide awake.
Big star Clooney.
Commodore is an ancient breed considered the king of the Hungarian livestock guardians. They are large, muscular dogs covered with dense white cords which protect them from elements and help them blend in with the flock. The Commodore is affectionate and gentle with his family, but is a fearless breed with a natural guarding instinct. This is Commodore, number 8.
So
there's somebody under that somewhere.
Exactly. And, I was going to talk about not only his record, a 5-time best of breed winner, but I think if you look back through the history of this dog being shown, you'll see that these cords, which is what you see hanging from the dog, grow each year just a little bit more. And this dog's almost finally mature, so his cords are almost to the ground.
Right around.
It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work to keep that dog in that kind of condition. And bravo to the owner. That dog is in immaculate condition.
That's an accordion Commodore.
Kuvaz is an ancient livestock guarding dog developed in Hungary. Bold and fearless and courageous, he has historically guarded estates and flocks, but now can frequently be found in suburban homes or on small farms. The Kuvaz is muscular, athletic, and intelligent with a coarse white double coat. This is Kuvaz, number 12.
And we were just talking about young people growing up in the sport. This is Lily Bennett handling magic, and she was best junior handler at Westminster not that long ago.
And they have to have the white coat to fit the standard, correct? Has to be that.
It's a white dog. And the most important part about this dog, if you ask any of the experts, is its head and expression.
Take her all the way around.
Getting a snack there, this late hour. A lot of good restaurants open at Queens at this hour. Speaking of.
Developed in Germany in the mid-19th century, the Leonberger was kept both as a farm dog valued for his watch and draft abilities and as a dog of royalty valued for his even temperament and companionship. Today, the Leonberger makes a loving family dog, but is comfortable performing virtually any job set before it. This is Leonberger, number 8.
Vixen is the first female Leonberger to win Best of Breed at Westminster, and I think it's only fitting at Billie Jean King National Tennis Center, who is such a so active in helping women advance.
We have quite a few female dogs in contention here on the week heading into Mother's Day.
Nice, thank you. All the way around.
It's great. She's taking her time. She can sense the dog's a little wired today, so she's just going to make sure everything's perfect for Paula to get one last look.
The Mastiff is one of the most important breeds of dogs still in existence. She is the foundation dog that helped create the Bulldog, Boxer, Great Dane, Bull Mastiff, St. Bernard, and Newfoundland. He may have originated in Tibet thousands of years ago. Look at the Mastiff and you are seeing the beginnings of many other breeds. This is Mastiff, number 11.
Mentioning females, we already have the Australian Shepherd Ribbon, who has advanced, winning the herding group, and then English Setter Cider as well. So 2 females. The Mastiff, this one's name is Legend, and would be Legend because Best in Show since 1877. This Mastiff breed has never won Best in Show, but first things first, got to win the group.
That's right. Legend looks great tonight.
The Neapolitan Mastiff is the estate guard dog of Italy, with roots going back to the Roman war dogs. His fantastic wrinkles and head, massive bones, and lumbering movement create an animal whose looks alone are enough to deter an intruder. He is a faithful companion for an owner not put off by a little drool. This is Neapolitan Mastiff, number 15.
And you know, when they talk about Roman war dogs, it wasn't people. It was lions, tigers, and elephants that they had to fight. So this dog had to be a powerful dog. And now they're really prized for their head, their expression, their long, elastic strides that you can see. They have such a different type of gait. It's a slow, lumbering gait. So it's not this elegant, light-footed movement. This is how they're supposed to walk. As you can see, this lumber.
Sweetness of temperament is the hallmark of the Newfoundland, the most distinguishing characteristic of the breed. Large, strong, and heavily coated, he is equally at home in the water and on land. In his native Newfoundland, he was used as a working dog to pull fishermen's nets and haul wood from the forest. He is a natural swimmer with true life-saving instincts. This is Newfoundland, number 21.
Oh, how about that reaction? As if it, you see Bowie, think of a great musician who's from Queens, like Tony Bennett and many others. A crowd pleaser.
They're really known for their temperament as well. It's a very sweet dog, very intuitive.
And courageous.
They're used in therapy dogs, though, Jason, everything else. And of course, courageous. And that's what makes them so versatile.
They'll jump out of helicopters to rescue someone, and I'm terrified to do that. And this is what the bravery is about.
Let's check in again with Jamie Little.
Well, Chris, it's time for the Best at Home contest. Keep those pictures coming. Look at that. The Empire State Building turned purple and gold, of course, for Westminster. And how about the Rhodesian Ridgeback? Taking a little break from lion hunting there. Love it. Well, share a photo of your dog using the hashtag Best at Home contest for a chance to win an exclusive Westminster prize pack. The best submissions will be shared on social media for fans to vote on and determine who is best at home. Michael?
Portuguese water dogs are valued crew members and loyal companions for generations of Portuguese fishermen. This is an intelligent, independent, spirited breed with a bit of creative mischief in its heart. Portuguese water dogs may have either a loose, wavy, or a tight, curly coat. This is Portuguese water dog number 15.
Down and back. Just go halfway.
Earlier we talked about retrieving tennis balls used in San Francisco. This particular breed to retrieve baseballs from McCovey Cove when home runs are hit out in the water. And they do bring them back.
So,
They love them.
it went from retrieving nets to retrieving balls. So this makes perfect sense. And you're looking at this dog. Remember the Louchin we saw yesterday? It's a lion clip. And that's very typical. And we talked about the poodles and how they had this protective hair. And that's why they have this coat over the lungs and the chest cavity, to protect the dog from the elements and when they're in the cold water.
Another breed of the Mastiff line, the Rottweiler, has served as a cattle driver and guard dog. It arrived in Germany centuries ago with the Roman legions and has become a loyal family companion of immense power and determination. But it should be noted that owners of Rottweilers should be just as determined. This is Rottweiler, number 19.
Very popular breed. Fans of the Fox show, The Masked Singer, tried to solve the mystery. Who is the Rottweiler in season 2? It was Chris Daughtry, later revealed as the Rottweiler.
And Chris, I'm sorry.
I was just
go
going
ahead.
to say this Rottweiler is Emmett, and he's a best in show winner.
Look at that stuff. Sorry, look at that.
Perfect.
Just
Look at him.
beautiful.
Nice.
That intensity, huh, Gail?
And he loves to swim, so maybe he could do dock diving next year.
That'd be another big
He
splash.
could be like the bulldog in the water we saw.
Very agile. Looks beautiful going around.
A St. Bernard gets its name from the Hospice du Grand Saint Bernard in the Swiss Alps. First bred at the hospice in 1660s for guarding, rescue, and draft, the breed is very powerful and strong, with a outgoing temperament and great intelligence. His inherent good nature makes him a superior companion. This is St. Bernard, number 9.
All right, crowd loving that. And, research, 45% of dogs actually sleep in their owner's bed. But I think this one you might have to draw the line, give his own bed. Maybe.
No, I bet he does sleep on the bed.
I wouldn't kick him out.
All the way around.
I don't want any trouble.
He'd make a great pillow.
Panda, perfect name.
Panda, that's great. Beautiful, just
Panda
beautiful,
won the
strong.
breed last year.
Originating in Siberia, the Samoyed is the utility dog of the north. This breed is willing to do any job asked of him, whether it be hunting, hauling, or herding. Their exceedingly close association with their people imprinted a wonderful temperament on the breed, with the smiling faces, laughing eyes, and a stunning silver-tipped coat. This is Samoyed, number 17.
I'm sure this will be popular as well. Lewis, being handled by Andrew Green. Such a beautiful breed. The multiple best in show winner here.
Famous Sammy smile. All of our blood pressure goes down when you pet a dog, and that's one there's lots of pet. That would calm all of us in a tense moment.
Absolutely.
All the way around.
You'll see it right here while I was looking
Smile.
up at Andrew. Just this great smile in the face.
And we should note that Andrew, of course, is the son of Peter Green, who judged Best in Show at Westminster not that long ago.
A sled pulling dog for centuries in Siberia, the Siberian Husky came to Alaska for sled racing in the early 1900s. They dominated these races and then gained fame in the Nome Serum Run of 1925 and in Antarctica with Admiral Byrd. Today, the breed continues to excel as a sled dog as well as a companion dog. This is Siberian Husky, number 10.
So I touched on this earlier when we saw the Alaska Malamute. The Alaska Malamute was a solitary worker, where this dog and this breed worked in teams. And, they have to have a medium, lighter build, because the terrain they went over, they were going over frozen rivers, water, so if they were too heavy, they could fall through, and then that would cause the whole team to perish. So they really wanted to build this more moderate dog compared to a Malamute.
It's another female contender.
Of the 3 Schnauzer sizes, giant, standard, and miniature, the standard is the prototype. He's a German dog of considerable antiquity. At least as far back as the Middle Ages, this was the typical stable dog in Germany, where he was known as the Ratter, for that was his full-time assignment. This is Standard Schausner, number 12.
Just about a third of the way. Okay.
Distinguished face there. Sorry, go ahead.
And Chris, this is something you'd mentioned with some of the other breeds, that they had other jobs working for the military and being dispatch dogs and carriers. And
they were used to send messages from one camp to another.
And another female, Luna, which, by the way, is the most popular according to those in dog names. And then on the male side, it's Max. But
And we had a Max.
Thank you.
The Great
Take her all the way
Dane.
around.
Beautiful. Another dog that just came back and put on a great show.
The Tibetan Mastiff was considered by many to be the stock from which most modern large working breeds have been developed. Generations of working as guardians of women and children have produced a character of fearlessness, tempered with patience, loyalty, and extreme stubbornness. This is Tibetan Mastiff, number 9.
Down and back, just halfway.
Look at that. And how fitting here, right? We're in Queens at
This
the
is a
tennis
perfect.
center, and named after the great tennis player, Rafael Nadal, king of clay.
Interesting.
And maybe this Rafa will be king of Queens.
That's great.
And, you know, I am so enamored by this breed. Just look how graceful they are. For such a massive dog, they move so light on their feet with that beautiful
Thank you.
mane
All the way
around their neck. I just adore them. They're such an impressive breed to look at.
Rafa's being handled by Stephanie House.
Our judge, Paula Nichol.
Paula's judged groups at Westminster before, but not in the tennis center, not at the National Tennis Center.
Kita. Right out here. Face that direction.
But Akita has never won Best in Show.
Corso. Doberman.
Wicked.
Giant.
Giant
Pyrenees.
Schnauzer. The great Pyrenees.
Commodore. Lindenberger.
Oh, the crowd is going crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this is an eclectic group.
Newfoundlands.
How does a judge sort through all of this, all of them?
Well, she's certainly looking for the strength of these
Okay,
breeds and
everybody,
their, and
this
their
is it.
character. This is really
One at a time. Right back here.
That's tough, though, with the strength. I mean, they're not lifting weights. You're just going to have to watch them move.
I love this. She said, "This is it." So
Right.
she's telling
She's
them,
already-
"This is where I'm going to decide what I'm doing."
Oh, okay.
This is great.
Yeah.
Every step counts, right?
No pitch clock here. No judge clock. They're moving it along.
And she's watching this beautiful elegance and streamlined movement.
Now the crowd is really getting excited about these
They're finding their
dogs.
favorites.
This Tibetan Mastiff. Leonberger is really getting the crowd going.
Look at the Newfoundland going.
Newfoundland.
And the Rottweiler.
A lot of popular breeds.
Just spectacular lineup here.
Take that giant right over there.
Baby Bernardo.
We have the giant
With
Great
Monty.
Pyrenees, the Rottweiler, and the Doberman.
Okay. Winner of the working group is the giant Schnauzer.
Giant
Second to the Pyrenees. Third to the Rock. Fourth to the Doberman.
You never know here at Westminster. You know, that was the #1 dog all breeds with the Doberman. So the giant came in here and showed everybody, as she said, that is it. So this is it right here, right now.
But you have to remember, Monty's father did win Reserve Best in Show in
A great
2018.
pedigree dog.
The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, sponsored by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Support your dog's joint health with Cosequin. One more group after this, the Terrier group. And we'll have our 7 group winners before Best in Show. We appreciate you hanging with us. We're live at Arthur Ashe and to Jamie Little.
Katie, what a great job. And Monty just put on a show. What does it mean to move on? That was stiff competition. People were going wild for the 6 of you that were pulled.
It's incredible. His father had won the group here and Reserve Best in Show in 2018. So it's wonderful to be in the Best in Show ring again with his son.
Okay, well, I just talked to your husband, who's moving on as well as a handler to Best in Show. What's it like to compete against your husband now for Best in Show?
We're out for blood.
Whoever has the best dog, right?
Yeah.
Well, best of luck to you.
We love a little good competition.
Good competition down here, Jenny.
Well, the giant Schnauzer is our representative from the working group, and we'll be going on to Best in Show. Stick with us. We're far from done.